Chapter 2 Food Service Operations must be able to produce food that is consistent day after day in order to be successful. The accurate measurement of the ingredients used in recipes is key to maintaining that consistency. Every employee must understand the standards used for measurement and also be able to use the wide variety of measurement tools found in the professional kitchen. Consistency is important because customers expect food from a particular food service operation to look and taste the same every time it is ordered. A unit of measure is a fixed quantity that is widely accepted as a standard of measurement. Units of measurement can express volume, weight, time, temperature, and distance. Food service operations commonly use two standard measurement systems. The customary measurement system uses teaspoons, tablespoons, fluid ounces, cups, pints, quarts, and gallons to measure volume in ounces. Pounds to measure weight. The customary system also uses minutes and hours to measure time, degrees Fahrenheit to measure temperature, and inches and feet to measure distance. The metric system uses liters to measure volume and grams to measure weight. The metric system also uses minutes and hours to measure time and degrees, Celsius to measure temperature, and meters to measure distance. In addition to standardized measurements, food service operations use standardized recipes. A standardized recipe is a list of ingredients, ingredient amounts, and procedural directions for preparing a specific quantity of a food item. Volume is a measurement of physical space a substance occupies. A fluid ounce is a volume unit of measure. An ounce is a weight unit of measure. Failure to understand this important distinction between fluid ounces and ounces often leads to costly mistakes. Most ingredients have a higher density than water, therefore weighing more in ounces than they do by volume in fluid ounces. Density is a measurement of how much a given volume of a substance weighs. Ingredients often mistaken as having the same density as water include honey, molasses, and various types of syrups. For example, 8 ounces of honey actually weighs 12 ounces. This reason that 8 fluid ounces of honey weighs more than 8 ounces is that honey has a higher density than water. A measurement equivalent is the amount of one unit of measurement that is equal to another unit of measurement. Food service employees should memorize the basic measurement equivalents for volume and be able to calculate the equivalence between any two volume units of measurement. Using the basic volume equivalents, it is easy to change a measurement with one unit of measure to an equivalent measurement with a different unit of measure by following these two rules. To change from a larger to a smaller unit of measure, multiply the number of the original measurement by the number of smaller units that make up the larger unit. To change from a smaller to a larger unit, divide the number in the original measurement by the number of smaller units that make up the larger unit. Volume equivalents within the metric system are easy to remember once the concept of metric prefixes is understood. The majority unit of volume in the metric system is the liter. All other metric units for volume contain the word liter, but also contain a prefix based on multiplying or dividing a liter by factors of 10. The most common tools for measuring volume include measuring spoons, dry measuring cups, liquid measuring cups, ladles, and portion control scoops. Both dry and liquid ingredients can be measured using volume measurement tools. A liquid measuring cup is a volume measurement tool shaped like a cup or pitcher with granulated markings on the side that indicate the volume of a liquid. When measuring, they should always be placed on a level surface and viewed at eye level so that the ingredient is measured accurately. A portion-controlled scoop is a volume measurement tool that consists of a handle with a fixed size scoop at the end. Portion-controlled scoops come in a variety of sizes and are marked with a number, indicating how many scoops are required to make 1 quart, 32 fluid ounces. Weight is a measurement of the heaviness of a substance. The most common units for measuring weight used in the professional kitchen are grams, ounces, and pounds. Weight measurements are considered to be more accurate than volume measurements because when measuring by volume, a measurement can be affected by the technique used to fill the measuring tool. The tools used for weight are called scales. The 3 types of scales used in the professional kitchen are mechanical scales, digital scales, and balance scales. Regardless of the type of scales, all scales must be set at 0 or tared after a container is placed on them and prior to adding any ingredients into the container. This is because the weight of the container must be taken into account before accurate measurement can be made. Note, tare is another term for setting a scale to 0. Mechanical scale is a scale with a spring-loaded platform and a mechanical dial system. The dial indicates the measurement capacity or range of the scale and the increments in which items can be weighed. A digital scale is an electronic scale with a sensor that measures weight and displays the results electronically. Using a digital scale is similar to using a mechanical scale. The only difference is that a dial scale is set to 0 by pressing a button instead of using a dial. Some will have a button labeled Tare. A balance scale is a scale with two platforms that uses a counterbalance system to measure weight. To use a balance scale, an empty container is placed on one platform of the scale. The scale is set to 0 by adding a counterbalance weight to the other platform until the scale is balanced. The ingredient to be weighed is added to the container and the counterbalance weights are placed on the other platform. The beam between the two platforms holds a small counterbalance weight that is used for fine adjustments to the scale. The scale is balanced when the weight on the two platforms is equal. Time is measured in days, hours, minutes, and seconds. Kitchen timers are used in the professional kitchen to sound an alarm when a given amount of time has elapsed. Kitchen timers include large hanging timers, countertop timers, and digital pocket timers. In the professional kitchen, the shape of cooking equipment is often described by its size, 10-inch saute pan or a 14 by 20-inch roasting pan, or by the capacity of the item that it can hold, like a 2-quart saucepan. For example, sheet pans and hotel pans are named according to their size, which is a full sheet. The measurements used for size are often used for distance. Distant measurements are commonly used when determining room sizes and furniture configurations, tabletop setups, and the sizes of serving platters used by special events. The most commonly used customary units of measure for distance are the inch and the foot. The standard metric unit of measurement for distance is the meter. One of the main characteristics of a successful food service operation is the consistency of the food served. This means that a customer can be assured that a particular food item will look and taste the same on every visit to a particular food service operation. Accurate measurement of ingredients is essential to producing consistent food and beverage products. In order to measure ingredients accurately, a thorough understanding of the various units of measurement and measurement tools used in the professional kitchen is required. Food service employees use both customary and metric units of measurement. Both systems are standardized units of measure for volume, weight, time, temperature, and distance. Math skills are used to calculate measurement equivalents and perform the actual measuring process.